Hey guys, this is the new Rubik's Cube I picked up. Over the years I've collected a few dozen puzzle cubes from Dayan and the other Chinese brands. I haven't actually bought a Rubik's branded cube in probably a decade. I was curious to see how much they improved it over the previous one, so I bought one. First off, I like the fact that it's stickerless now. The Dayan Zhanchis are some of my favorites because of it. I like the shades of the colors as well. It's very true to the original, and in that they're bright and contrasty. The packaging claims that it is a newer design, faster, smoother, and tougher. And using it right off the bat, I'm not even really sure if this is, actually an improvement over the previous design. It's definitely not the smoothest or fastest cube I've ever used. And I don't even notice it being an improvement over the previous ones. So in comparison to the other one, it feels more stable for sure. The new version still has that, Rubik's Cube signature stiff, clicky, notchy feeling, but I wouldn't say that it's faster or smoother. Maybe I got a dud. So I'm gonna do a solve for you. I'm gonna mix it up, and in doing so, right now, it's really hard to turn it already. It's definitely more effort to turn it. If you're like a beginner who's ham-fisting the cube most of the time, then this probably wouldn't be too bad. But if you like doing finger tricks, it's gonna be tough. So to be honest, I'm not really a speed cuber. When I used to solve a lot, the best I can do was probably like 30 seconds. Since I haven't been solving much lately, I've forgotten a lot of the OLLs and PLL algorithms. Now I'm lucky if I can do a minute. But I'll do a solve for you with the new Rubik's Cube here. So like any solve, you gotta start off by doing the cross, and it's really hard to turn this thing. And we need the green piece for the cross. Right, after the solve, after the cross, we do the first two layers. The more advanced method is to actually solve two layers at the same time, which I will show you right here. Wow, it actually kind of hurts my fingers solving this thing. So we solved the first two layers, and now we do the top layer, make it all yellow. All yellow, and then we do the corners. It's a lot of effort to turn this thing. So we got all the corners, and now we do the edge pieces. So that's it. So that's the solve. And I have to say, it took a lot of effort to do it, but it's really hard to turn. So how does it compare to the old cube? I have the old cube this is the first and only Rubik's Cube I've ever bought. And I got it over 10 years ago. It's been loosened and worn in and lubricated with silicone, so it turns a lot better than it did out of the box. So it's kind of not a fair comparison. And right now, as you can see, there's not all the stickers on here. I use this as a training cube. So when I teach people how to solve the cube, the first thing I teach them is how to do this white cross. So I have a cube that's stickered to do that. And after they're comfortable doing the cross, I move them on to a cube that has more stickers on it. Anyways, I just lubricated the Rubik's Cube with the Traxxas silicone differential lube, and it is 50K weight. I use it for all of my Rubik's Cubes, and they work really well. It's really smooth after you lubricate it. I'd have to say it's much better now with the lube, but this cube really wasn't designed to compete with the speed cubes, but made for a more general audience. It's perfectly for someone who wants to learn, and if you're not interested in speed cubing, then this is perfectly fine. The cube is still a little bit tight. Right now it's definitely better with the lube. I still like my Dayans and my Moyus more, but for someone starting off, these actually aren't that bad, especially with the new stickerless design. And if you can't, if you don't have access to eBay or Amazon or whatever, and you need to buy one locally, pick one of these up. Get some decent silicone lube like this, and it should be more than fast enough for a beginner. Anyways, if you find the videos I do interesting, comment, like, or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.